In the previous video we had seen that Tang Shu asks Tang Guo, "Do you really blame me?" on which Tang Guo replies, "No, I really do not blame you." Hearing this, Tang Shu says, "Okay then come, let us go from here." Tang Guo asks where. Tang Shu says, "To my home, I have to talk to you about something," but Tang Guo refuses to go on this. Tang Shu explains to him, "You just said that you do not blame me. You have lived with me for more than 1 year before also, and now can I not even talk to you? And do you not want to see that place where you lived in childhood?" Hearing this, Tang Guo gets shocked. Then Tang Shu says, "I have not shifted home." After this, we are shown that both of them have now reached Tang Shu's home. Tang Shu gives him a pair of new slippers which no one had worn before. As soon as Tang Guo enters the house after wearing the slippers, his childhood memories get refreshed. He remembers when he and Tang Shu used to live alone in this house. Then Tang Shu had told him, "You do not need to feel shy. From now on, this new house is yours." He also remembers that once he had chosen a fish for the aquarium. Remembering all these things, he becomes sad in the present. Tang Shu tells him, "When that fish died, I never brought a new fish after that. My niece had painted on the old curtains. That stain was not coming out, so I had to change the curtains. They do not look good, but what can I do? I am not good at choosing such things." After some time, Tang Shu gives him the remote and says, "You can watch whatever you want. By the way, what do you want to drink now?" Tang Shu replies, "Milk tea." Tang Shu goes to the kitchen and Tang Guo starts watching TV. He was watching a comedy show. Then Tang Shu comes back and gives him the drink. Tang Guo gets surprised and says, "This is not milk tea." Tang Shu smiles and says, "If you drink milk tea now, then how will you sleep at night? I will definitely make milk tea for you tomorrow morning. By the way, you have grown up and you still like milk tea." Tang Guo with a light smile says, "Yes, I still like it." After finishing the drink, Tang Guo asks, "So what did you want to talk to me about?" Tang Shu replies, "First you freshen up and sleep. It has become quite late." Saying this, he starts to leave. Tang Guo says, "Wait a minute, we had to talk, right?" On this, Tang Shu says, "What do you want to talk about?" "Actually, I called you here so that you can relax and sleep. I have also kept your luggage here." Hearing this, Tang Guo says, "Thank you." Tang Shu smiles and says, "By the way, I had to talk to you about something, but we will do that some other time. It is already 11 o'clock now, and look, you are still so young, yet you look like this." Hearing this, Tang Guo gets surprised. Tang Shu touches his face and asks, "Do you want to say something to me?" Tang Guo starts thinking in his mind. "There are many questions in my mind which I want to ask you. Like, did you ever come to meet me? Why did you not come to meet me? I missed you a lot, and now I am scared to meet you." Then Tang Guo says softly, "I think you have changed a lot after so many years." Hearing this, Tang Shu comes closer to him and says, "How can I change? I was already grown up, while you have become very different. Now enough talks, you go and freshen up." Tang Guo says softly, "Okay," and then walks towards the bathroom. After some time, Tang Shu comes out of the bathroom. Then Tang Shu was sitting on the bed. He tells Tang Shu, "Come here." Then Tang Shu starts drying his wet hair with the help of a hairdryer. During this, Tang Shu says, "You are still like a child. If you do not dry your hair, you may catch cold. Do not do this again." Tang Guo was liking his caring behavior a lot. It was midnight. Tang Guo was now on the bed. Tang Shu was telling him, "Now you rest. I will wake you up tomorrow morning," on which Tang Guo says, "Okay." Tang Shu starts explaining to him, "Then I did not send you away because I was angry at that time. My condition was not to adopt any child. Then I kept you at my home because I thought I could raise you properly, but you needed to grow in a normal family." Hearing all this, Tang Guo does not say much. He just says softly, "Yes." Then Tang Shu, while touching him, asks, "Do you want to ask me something more?" Tang Guo says no, but Tang Guo gets shocked at that time when Tang Shu says, "I used to come to meet you, but you did not know about it. Your foster parents were taking good care of you." Then he gets up from the bed and says, "Okay, now it has become very late. You should sleep now." Then he says goodnight to him and leaves. From there, after he leaves, tears start coming from Tang Guo's eyes. He was thinking, "So he used to come to meet me. I had never felt like this before. But now when I have come to know about this, I am feeling very sad." After this, we are shown the scene of the next day. Tang Guo's sleep breaks because of the phone alarm, but his sleep was not complete yet. Tang Shu knocks on the door and says, "Have you woken up?" Then, after some time, when Tang Guo comes out of the room, Tang Shu tells him, "Hurry up. If I remember correctly, then you have class in the second period, right?" But as soon as he sees Tang Guo, he pulls his cheek and says, "Are you still sleepy?" Tang Guo says yes. Tang Shu says, "Now it is time to eat. I have made food for you." In the next scene, we are shown that both of them are eating food together. Then Tang Shu asks him, "Did you sleep well at night?" Tang Guo says softly, "Yes." Tang Shu then asks, "Do you not go to your home to sleep?" Tang Guo replies, "My home is very far and my parents have recently gone out of town for a project, so there is no one at home right now." Hearing this, Tang Shu says, "Oh, my home is near the school. I will clean that room tomorrow so that you can stay there." Hearing this, Tang Guo's food gets stuck in his throat, because of which he starts coughing. Tang Shu quickly gives him tissue. While cleaning his mouth, Tang Guo says, "I sleep well in the dorm, so there is no need for this." Hearing this, Tang Shu says in anger, "Do you mean you sleep properly at night?" You play video games at night, or watch late-night movies, or play games with your friends. Hearing this, Tang Guo starts feeling guilty. Then Tang Shu calmly says, now you eat your food. Then Tang Guo says, you do not need to worry so much about me. Hearing this, Tang Shu says in a cold voice, what do you mean? Tang Guo replies, I will turn 20 this year. I am not a child anymore. When you first came to teach me, your age was the same. I can take care of myself. I mean, you do not need to care for me like a child. Now I have become an adult. After saying all this, he starts thinking, is he angry? Tang Shu was not angry. He looks at him and says, I know, but in my eyes you will always remain a child. Ten Squad tries to say something, but Ten Shu says, now do not say that you are a brother. If you say this, then I will really start thinking that you blame me for whatever happened in the past. Hearing this, Tang Guo is not able to say anything further. He just says okay. In the next scene, we are shown that Tang Shu has come to drop him to school. Tang Shu tells him, come, I will drop you to the dorm. Both of them were walking together. Then a gust of wind came, because of which dust went into Tang Guo's eyes. He starts rubbing his eyes. He was not even able to open his eyes. Then Tang Shu says, stop rubbing. I will blow in your eyes. Saying this, Tang Shu comes close to him and starts blowing gently in his eyes. Previous video we had seen that something went into Tang Guo's eyes, so Tang Shu went close to him and started blowing in his eyes. After some time, Tang Guo's eyes got better. Then, while looking at the notice board, Tang Shu says the school's orientation party is coming soon. When is it happening? Tang Guo replies, it is next Friday. Then the next day is Saturday. Suddenly he realizes what he is saying. After Friday, Saturday always comes. Then Tang Shu, while stroking his head, says, even if the next day is not Saturday, I will definitely come to see your performance. Hearing this, Tang Guo agrees with a light smile and says, okay. After this, we are shown the scene of next Friday when Tang Guo is going to play the flute. He had food in his hand, but he was not able to eat it. His friend asks why, on which Tang Guo says, I am feeling very nervous, so I am not able to eat. Lu Hong asks, why are you so nervous? You have performed many times and this is just an orientation party. You should eat something, otherwise you will not be able to play well. Tang Guo says, I want to eat, but I am not able to eat. Lu Hong says, you wait here. I will bring warm water for you. If you feel uncomfortable, then call me. Tang Guo says okay, and Lu Hong leaves from there. After this, Tang Guo takes out the chocolate given by Tang Shu from his pocket. He thinks, if I do not eat this chocolate today, it will expire tomorrow. After eating the chocolate, he thinks in his mind, it seems I will have to meet Dr. Wen Yang again. After some time, we are shown that Lu Hong has returned with many drinks. Giving one drink to Tang Guo, he says, drink this. I bought all this for you from the supermarket. You have to eat or drink something to get energy, otherwise your hands will start shaking. On this, Tang Guo, with a light smile, says thank you to him. Tang Guo was drinking the drink when suddenly a girl asks, where is Tang Guo? Lu Hong replies, he is here. Why, what happened? Hearing this, the girl says the makeup time has come now. Lu Hong jokes and says only girls need to do makeup. There is no need to do anything on our faces, but the girl does not listen to him. In the next scene, we are shown that the program has started. Tang Shu is sitting on the first seat with a girl. Seeing him, Tem Squaw starts thinking, why is he smiling? Then the anchor announces that in the school's beauty ranking list, Mr. Tang and Miss Lewis's name is there. As soon as the anchor says both go on stage, and there the anchor says, if you want to win the prize, then you have to play one game. Mr. Tang, do you want to accept the challenge? On which Tang Shu says yes. Seeing this, Tang Guo thinks in his mind, he has always been like this. Wherever he goes, he gets a lot of praise. Then Lu Hong puts his hand on his shoulder, because of which he gets startled. Lu Hong asks, what are you looking at? Tang Guo replies, nothing. Then Lu Hong's eyes fall on Miss Louis and he says, you should not get lost in her beauty. But Tang Guo does not give any answer. Lu Hong says, come, let us go. The interactive session will end soon. We have to prepare quickly. But Tang Guo's eyes were still on Miss Louis and he started thinking she is really very beautiful. But she is not more beautiful than Shishu. Now, who is this Shishu? We will know this later. Tang Guo puts his hand on his chest and says, oh man, why am I thinking about him before going on stage? After some time, we are shown that Tang Guo's performance is about to start. He was still looking very nervous. Tang Shu gestures him good luck. Tang Guo takes a deep breath and starts thinking, I do not need to be nervous. Then he starts his performance and performs very brilliantly. After the performance ends, the whole hall echoes with claps. But Tang Guo's eyes were only fixed on Tang Shu and he was thinking in his mind, I did it. After some time, we are shown that Tang Guo is coming out of the hall and Tang Shu was waiting for him outside. Tang Shu smiles and says, your performance was very good. Then he adds, Lu Hong said you did not have dinner, but why? Tang Shu replies, I was busy with work, so I could not eat anything. Did you eat? Tang Guo says, I also did not eat. I was having discussion with the teacher. On this, Tang Guo says, my performance was not at the starting. You could have come later too. On which Tang Shu with a light smile says, I came to see your performance for the first time, so I had to treat you formally. Then his phone rings and he goes to the side to talk. You do not need to worry. Shishu I will not forget. Hearing the name Shishu, Tangguo's face suddenly becomes pale and he starts getting worried. After ending the conversation, Tangshu returns near Tangguo. Tangguo asks, how is Shishu? Hearing this, first Tangshu looks at him deeply and then says she is fine. She is staying in Shanghai right now, but she is coming back to Beijing after a few days. She told me to pick her up. Then while walking he says, come now, let us have dinner. Tangguo asks softly, do you have extra ticket for Miss Shishu's performance? Hearing this, Tangshu says in a little surprise, do you want to see her performance? Tangguo immediately replies, yes, I tried to buy ticket online but I did not get it. Tangshu says, I thought you do not like her much, and today for the first time I am hearing her name from your mouth. Tangguo with a light sadness says, I was very careless at that time and I want to apologize to her. Tangshu says softly she had thought a lot about this and told me that she does not think there is any fault of yours in this. But Tangguo stubbornly says, still I want to apologize to her. In the next scene we are shown that Shishu's performance has ended and now both are waiting for her to come. Tangguo was very restless and worried. Tangshu explains to him, do not be too worried, everything will be fine. Then Shishu comes there and smiles and says hello to Tangshu. Then asks, who is this? Tangshu replies, this is Tangguo. Do you not recognize him? Hearing this, Shishu says in surprise and happiness, Tangguo, after how many days we are meeting. Tangguo also says hello with a light smile. Previous video we had seen that Tangshu and Tangguo met Shishi. Now both of them had gone to the airport to pick her up. Tangshu asks Shishi, where's your suitcase? On which Shishi says, I have sent it by courier. Then Tangshu says, come let us go. I am feeling like eating dowsy. Both of them were walking ahead, but Tangguo stops behind. On this, Tangshu asks him what happened. Tangguo looks troubled. He apologizes to Shishi and says, at that time I had no idea at all. That is why I am apologizing to you now. Hearing this, Shishi gets surprised for a few moments. Then she says with a light smile, it is okay. Anyway, a very long time has passed. I had forgotten this matter long ago. After this, she laughs and says, come, let us go. I cannot wait anymore. Tangshu also laughs and says it seems she really wants to eat dowsy. Hearing this, she says angrily, are you taunting me? I know you do not like dowsy. How bad is this? Tangshu smiles and replies, you can keep account of it. After this, we are shown that all three of them have reached the parking lot. She asks Tangshu, where do you want to sit? On the front seat of the car or back? Tangguo says, I will sit in the back. Inside the car, she asks him, are you still studying in college? On which Tangguo replies, yes. When Shishi comes to know which college he is studying in, she asks Tangshu, this is your school, right? Tangshu says yes, and I am his professor. What a big coincidence, right? Hearing this, Shishi says, yes, you are absolutely right. In the next scene, we are shown that both of them had reached Shishi's concert. Then a person calls Tangshu from behind. That person's name is Luchan. He points towards Tangguo and says, Tangguo, is this you? Tangshu says hello to him. Tangshu asks Lu Chengwei, did you come here alone? On which Lu Chengwei says, I was going to bring my girlfriend here, but you had only one ticket so I did not bring her. Tangshu says, you should thank me. If she comes to know that you were using her VIP ticket for dating, then you can forget your artist friend. Hearing this, Lu Chengwei says angrily, get lost. I do not want to talk to you. If you want to bring someone else, you can bring. Tangshu, while covering Tangguo's ear, says, enough now. I have come here with one child. But Lu Chengwei sticks out his tongue and starts teasing him. Then Tangguo says, oh, I got our seat. After some time, we are shown that those people were sitting on their seats. Lu Chengwei asks, you came here with Tangguo, but how did both of you meet? On which Tangshu says, we met in school. Hearing this, Lu Chengwei says, wow, this is fate. But Tangguo says angrily, shut your mouth. Then suddenly Lu Chengwei asks Tangguo, do you like someone? Tangguo replies, no. Lu Chengwei then asks, have you been with someone before? How many have you been with till now? Tangguo says, I have not dated anyone till now. But Tangguo was getting very angry. Lu Chengwei asks, what kind of people do you like? I can help you. Tangguo says there is no need for this. But Lu Chengwei was not ready to accept. Then Tangshu holds his hand and says, come, let us exchange seats. But Lu Chengwei holds Tangguo's other hand and says, no, I do not want to sit with you. Then he starts whining like a child and says, Tangguo, you cannot go. We are meeting after so many days. Sit with me for some time. Tangshu says angrily, then you will stop talking nonsense with him. Lu Chengwei says, can I not even ask about Tangguo's relationship? Hearing this, Tangshu starts staring at him angrily. Seeing this, Lu Chengwei gets scared and says, okay, I will keep my mouth shut, now you sit on your seat. After this, we are shown that both of them sit on their respective seats. Tangguo starts thinking, finally both have become quiet. Then Shishi's performance starts. Her dance was extremely excellent. Tangguo sees that Tangshu was watching her performance with great attention, so he becomes a little sad. After the performance ends, Tangshu smiles and starts clapping for Shishi. Then a girl gives him a bouquet and says, I am a backstage staff member and I have prepared this bouquet. Miss she is expecting that you give this flower to her. Hearing this, Tang Shu goes on stage and gives the flower to Shishi and says, you danced very well. Seeing both of them smiling like this, tears come in Tang Guo's eyes. After this, we are shown that many reporters were eager to ask questions to Shishi. One reporter says, Miss Shi, were you disappointed when you missed the chance to go to Paris Open Ballet? On which she replies, at that time many difficulties were going on in my life. My physical and mental condition was not good and due to public comments I became even more stressed. One reporter asks, then many people must have supported and encouraged you. Do you want to thank anyone for this? On this she replies, I want to thank one of my friends who left his personal affairs and took me to a foreign country for my treatment. You can also say that when my life was passing with great difficulty he helped me. I really appreciate him a lot. That reporter says, wow, this must be some person whom you like. Am I right? She says some secrets should not be revealed. Tang Shu and Tang Guo were also listening to her interview. Tang Shu asks, has her interview not ended yet? But Tang Guo was thinking so. Tang Shu had gone abroad with Miss Shishi. For this reason no one opened the door of his house. Tang Shu says, come, let us go. Her interview will end in some time. We will wait for her near the car. After some time we are shown that both of them are waiting for Shishi near the car. Then Lu Changwei reaches there with his girlfriend and asks them, where is she? Is her interview still going on? Seeing him, Tang Shu says she is bringing her stuff from backstage. She will come back soon. Lu Changwei says, come, let us go somewhere to have fun together. But Tang Shu says angrily, you go and have fun alone. Hearing this, Lu Changwei takes his girlfriend from there and says, you have become old. Now we are going to enjoy our life. See you later. But Tang Shu was getting very angry and he says, ignore him. Then she comes there. Tang Shu tells her to sit in the car so that they can go for dinner. Then Tang Guo calls Shishi and gives her a box and says, Miss Shishi, this is for you. I do not know whether you will like it or not. Seeing that gift, she says, I liked it, thank you. I never thought that I would meet you again. Whatever happened last time, those are all past matters. Tang Guo says, thank you, Miss Shishi. By the way, I never got the chance to say this, that you are a very amazing dancer. Tang Shu was thinking, it seems Tang Guo still has not forgotten the past matters. Shishi says, okay, now come, let us go for dinner. It has already become very late. Then we are shown that all three of them are going in the car. But during traveling, Tang Guo had fallen asleep on the back seat. Shishi takes out one charm from the box and says, I did not think that he would give me any gift. Now he has grown up. But Tang Shu says he is very troubled because of that incident. For this reason he also came to see your performance. He wants to apologize to you. So he also prepared a gift for you. Do you really think all this is his fault? Shishi says, are you underestimating me? Then she adds, I had said a lot of bad things to him at that time. I should not have said that. When I think about it, I feel I should not have said that at all. I cannot believe that I actually blamed a child for so long. Tang Shu says, there is no fault of yours in this either. All this was my fault. Then Shishi says, someone proposed to me backstage. On which Tang Shu says, oh, what kind of person was he? Shishi replies, he is a very good person and has been after me for some time. Tang Shu, now I cannot wait for you anymore. I have waited for many years. Hearing this, Tang Shu says, it is a good thing that you think like this. One day you introduce him to me, I will find out about him. Shishi laughs and says, I will date him. That is why there is no need for you to find out about him. Tang Shu says angrily, Shishi, I have known you since childhood. You are like my sister. I hope happiness comes in your life. But he was also thinking, her happiness is not in my hands. Previous chapter, you saw that Chi and Tang Shu were talking to each other. Tang Kuo was also listening to their conversation. After some time, we are shown that Tang Shu drops Chi near the apartment, and Tang Kuo was watching both of them from the window. After smoking a cigarette outside, Tang Shu comes back inside the car and Tang Ku pretends to be asleep. While traveling, he notices that this road is not leading toward his house. He starts thinking that they are going to Tang Shu's house. While thinking all this, he falls asleep again. After some time, Tang Shu calls out to him, which wakes him up. Tang Shu says, wake up, we have reached home. Tang Ku replies, what place is this? Tang Shu holds his face and says, this is my house. You fell asleep, so I brought you here instead of taking you back to school. Then he starts walking inside the house with Tang Kuo. The house was dark at the moment. Tang Shu walks toward the hallway so he can turn on the voice-controlled lights. He tells Tang Kuo, wait a moment. The lights will turn on once I give a voice command. Tang Shu starts shouting, but the lights do not turn on. Then he says to Tang Kuo, these lights need to be fixed. Tang Kuo says it's okay. I will turn on my phone light. You walk ahead and I will show the light. Then Tang Shu asks him, when did you make that thing? Hearing this, Tang Kuo gets confused and does not understand what he is talking about. Tang Shu says, I am talking about the glass bead that you gifted to Chi. Tang Shu hurriedly climbs the stairs and says, I made it a long time ago. Suddenly his foot slips and he is about to fall. but Tang Shu catches him in his arms and says, "Be careful." Tang Kuo quickly moves away from him and thanks him. At that moment he was blushing heavily. Then Tang Kuo says, "Mr. Tang, don't you think you should change your house?" Hearing this, Tang Shu laughs and says, "You are hurting my pride. With such a low salary I cannot shift anywhere else. That's why I am waiting for you, so you can return me a favor." After some time we are shown that the rest of the lights in the house are working properly. Tang Shu gives clothes to Tang Ku and says, "I have already prepared everything. Go and take a bath." Tang Ku thanks him for this, and then Tang Shu closes the bathroom door. Tang Ku holds Tang Shu's shirt in his hand and starts thinking, "This is the shirt from that time. It has been washed and smells like lemon." Then Tang Ku starts taking off his clothes to bathe. But suddenly Tang Shu shouts saying, "I am coming inside for a moment." Hearing this, Tang Kuo gets shocked because he was without clothes. He quickly covers himself using Tang Shu's shirt. Tang Shu says, "I just remembered that I fixed the water heater this morning. It still has not been set up and it has become very old too, so you probably won't be able to set it up." Then he notices a tattoo on Tang Kuo's shoulder. Tang Shu walks closer to him and says, "Is that a tattoo or just my imagination?" Tang Kuo says, "Yes, it is a tattoo." Tang Shu moves closer to look at it, but Tang Kuo starts stepping back. Tang Shu says, "Why are you moving away? I am not going to lecture you for this. Can you tell me what you got tattooed?" Tang Kuo says it is a flower. Tang Shu asks, "Why did you tattoo a flower on your shoulder?" Tang Kuo says, "Because it looked nice." Tang Shu says, "Really? Let me see, then I will judge." Tang Kuo shows him the tattoo properly. After seeing the tattoo, Tang Shu moves closer to him and says, "This flower looks strange." He falls into deep thought. Tang Kuo starts thinking, will he remember it? Then Tang Shu says it is very difficult to understand kids these days. Then he starts adjusting the water temperature. After finishing everything, he once again stares closely at the tattoo. Tang Kuo gets worried and says, "What happened?" Then Tang Shu touches his tattoo and says it looks cute, which makes Tang Kuo blush. Tang Shu laughs and says, "Alright, I won't tease you anymore." Saying this, he walks out of the bathroom. Tang Kuo was thinking that was really terrible. After this, the scene shifts and we are shown that Tang Shu is taking a surprise test of the students, which makes the students very troubled. Tang Shu looks at a girl's answer sheet and starts thinking some students do not listen properly during class. This shows how they are going to perform in the midterm exams. Then he starts checking Tang Kuo's answer sheet and smiles while thinking, he wrote the correct answers. That's good for him. Then Tang Kuo says, "Please stop looking at my paper. I am feeling nervous." Tang Shu laughs and says, "Okay, I won't look. Good luck for the exam." Then he scolds the other students saying, "What are you all doing? Why are you not writing the answers?" One student says, "This is very difficult. I don't know the answer." Hearing this, Tang Shu hits his head and says, "What were you doing during class?" Seeing him get hit, the other students start laughing. After some time, we are shown that it is raining outside. One teacher asks, "Tang Shu, are you still here?" Tang Shu says it's raining outside, so after checking these test papers, I will leave. That teacher notices that one child got 8 marks. Tang Shu says every time these children's grades keep getting lower. The teacher says there is a problem in the education system. I think we should introduce an elimination system. If we don't pressure children, they will never focus on studies. Tang Shu says, "But there are too many students here. Do you think we can eliminate so many students?" Then he shows Tang Kuo's paper. He had scored full 100 marks. Tang Shu says, "Look, we also have good students here. It would be better if we leave it to their self-awareness. They are already in university. We cannot force them to study." The teacher laughs and says he scored full marks. "Not bad. You should reward him." Tang Shu says, "Yes, he deserves a reward." The teacher says, "Speaking of rewards, recently my daughter's kindergarten has been giving small red flowers. Yesterday she came to me crying and said she did not get one. So many years have passed, but kindergarten still gives flowers as rewards." Hearing this, Tang Shu starts thinking, did he say red flower? After this, we are shown a flashback. Tang Shu was typing something. Tang Kuo was complaining to him that today Miss Louie asked a question. I raised my hand, but she told Xiaohui to answer instead. I could have answered better than him, but the teacher gave him a flower. Tang Shu says he is younger than you. Let him take it. But Tang Kuo shouts and says, "I kept raising my hand the whole time, but she never asked me anything." Tang Shu says she will ask you tomorrow. Tang Kuo says, "I did not get a flower today, and tomorrow I will get only one flower. What if I don't get one tomorrow too? What will I do?" Tang Shu is getting troubled listening to his complaints. He picks up a pen and tells Tang Kuo to sit down. Then, while drawing something on Tang Kuo's shoulder, he says, "You are the best. That's why I'm drawing this on you." Tang Shu had drawn a flower on his shoulder. Hearing this, Tang Kuo laughs and says, "Next time if the teacher does not give me a flower, can you give me one instead?" Tangshu says yes, I will give you everything that she cannot give you. After this, the scene shifts back to the present. Tangshu finally understands the meaning behind that red flower. Then he calls Tangkua and asks him to go to dinner with him. It was raining outside. Tangkua runs from the dormitory and sits inside Tangshu's car. Tangshu gives him a towel and says, dry your hair with this. If you had told me then, I would have picked you up with an umbrella. Tangkua says it's okay, my hair will dry soon. While traveling, Tangshu asks him, do you remember? Earlier I used to draw flowers on your shoulder. Hearing this, Tangkua gets shocked. Then he continues, the tattoo on your shoulder. Did you get it because of this reason? But why did you get it? Tangkua replies, because I wanted to motivate myself when you left me for the first time. At that time I was very troubled, so I drew a flower on my shoulder just like you did. Later I learned about tattoos, so I got it tattooed permanently. At the red light, Tangshu stops his car. Then Tangkua says, if you do not like it, then I can get it removed.